What's the worst possible financial decision you've ever made? I was 19 and had just started working at a big tech company. I was making more money than I ever had before, and I was excited to finally be able to afford some of the things I had always wanted. One of those things was a new car. I had been driving a beat-up old Honda for years, and I was ready for an upgrade. I went to the dealership and found a brand new BMW that I loved. It was way out of my price range, but the salesman convinced me that I could afford it with the financing options they offered. I ended up signing a lease for $800 a month, which was more than half of my monthly income at the time. I was so excited to drive my new car home, but the excitement quickly wore off when I realized how much money I was spending on it every month. I was barely able to make ends meet, and I had to cut back on a lot of other things in order to afford the car payments. After a few months, I realized that I had made a huge mistake. I went back to the dealership and tried to get out of the lease, but they told me that I would have to pay a huge penalty fee. I ended up having to keep the car for the full 3-year lease term, and it was a constant source of stress for me. I learned a valuable lesson from that experience.